Hey, I'm here. I was trying to do it in StreamYard and wasn't quite working, so I decided to come back and do it in here. It's easier to just, heck, I don't have a panel. What the heck am I doing StreamYard for? Anyway, welcome. So far, nobody's in the chat, but if you're watching, hello. I see one person is watching. Good to see you. Welcome to my abode. Yeah. Oh, I like that in the mirror. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Good to see you. It's going to be a little bit like Romper Room as people come into the chat, I think. This is fun. Of course, I opened the window because I have a fountain out there, and I thought, oh, the sound of the water would be nice. So what happens? Davis Monthan Air Force Base decides to get busy, and we get jets. So before that was the dog across the alley. But it's quiet. Yeah, that's much better. I tell you, you never know around here. Just a jet or two or 3 or 10. We do have the graveyard, the mothballs where they store all those jets. I'm sure it's quite full now that everybody's back. Hey, Dog Pound. Good to see you. Awesome. This is really cool. Yeah, well, today I thought it would be as much a Q&A on Katie if you want, or we can ask me questions. I'll read cards. I even have my pendulum, so we can do yes, no, maybe, wait, ask it again. And we can just get to know each other. I just kind of figured that this first live would be one that would be kind of open. It's been a while. I used to have a channel that we did a lot of talking, a lot of partying, and I ended up with a lot of trouble. So I was kind of nervous when we started. So you notice what's in my hand? My selenite just calms you and grounds you right away. I suggest everybody get some of this. Nothing else, just get some and carry it in your pocket. It's the coolest stuff. Hey, Spliffy! This is cool. So you're driving and listening to driving, but you're talking too. Be safe, please, my friend. Oh, yes. So, yes, Fluffy, I was just explaining to everybody that this is just kind of a get to know Katie time. And if you want, we can read some cards, ask some questions. I figured I got this time slot. Let's see what we can do for chit chat for an hour or more. I mean, I did block it off until 2 o'clock, so but that's my time. I blocked it for 2 hours just in case. You never know. I'm talking about blocked it with on the calendar with the other tarot card readers. That way we kind of, there's so many though, we tend to book on top of each other now anyway. So it's cool though that there's so many, lots of help for people out there. Lots of good people who are needing help, and lots of good people out there who can give you some answers as well. So, what do you want to do? It's so cool to see Sharon in here. I love it. I love it. Thank you. I never really thought about it, but I do kind of have to make this my first one anyway, because I don't have any moderators yet. Sharon, would you like to be a moderator? You do such a good job. I love how you moderate. You're the super moderator for all of us. She's on everybody's channel. So, Sorry, don't mean the dead airspace, but there's a hummingbird right here. My hummingbird feeder's there. I can tell the window's going to be a big distraction for this. I need to turn it around so that you guys can look outside and not look at me because it's much prettier out there. I've even got flowers blooming, marigolds and sweet alyssum and nasturtiums blooming out there while all the rest of the northern world is cold and snowy and rainy, and I'm in the 80s around here. It's a good place. Thank you, Sharon. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you. Yay. More and more people are coming in. Anybody got a question? Yeah, you guys check out Sharon's channel too. She's kind of like me. We kind of like our kitties, but she does a lot of really awesome wellness stuff and have some fun guests on her channel. Should be fun. Hurricane Spliffy Show. Great place to go if you want to vent and rant about politics or listen to education about music. And I'm talking music from the 60s, 70s, and so on. And the Dog Pound. Let me tell you about Dog Pound. Dog Pound's panels are kind of legendary in a way. He has game. He does game night. He does, just all kinds of fun stuff. Always something to make you laugh. Good music in the background. And he has his way of getting around that copyright thingy. So, you're welcome. Yes, Kelly. That series. Oh, yes, your wellness series. That I'm excited for you. Oh, don't be nervous, sweetheart. Just be you. We all love you like you are. Just be you. You know? Hey, you've been going live a lot lately, so it's good to see you. You know? I get it. The more practice you have at it, the easier it comes. Pretty soon, you'll just be looking at yourself, talking in the camera, and you forget that there's all those other people out there. But there's those in the chat. But then there's all those that are watching that aren't in the chat. They're easy to forget about. So, yeah, this is cool. So, would you like to start with a card? Let's just do a card, just one for a message for all of us. This is the trying to remember the name of the deck. Pika. Yeah, this is like a deck I've had and used for like 6 years. Mystical Wisdom Oracle deck. The artist is artwork on these cards are incredible. The artist is Josephine Wall. She is you want a card? Okay, well let's do this card for Kelly. She's actually been making this incredible artwork since World War II. And she's like me. She's just the forever ageless hippie lady. Incredible. So, you know what, Spliffy? You want to put your, I made you a moderator, so that if you want to put your links in there, go ahead and put your link in there. Kelly, would you like to moderate? I don't have any yet. Well, I do. I have Sharon. I just made you a moderator. Thank you. There we go. Now you guys can put the links to your channels in there. I want you to definitely, hey, we're just here to support each other. Let's do this. Woohoo! See if I can throw the cards instead of, well, Scott Allen says what he tosses. I love it. I'll toss a few. So, thank you. Hey, Stony Baker. Hi, my friend. Good to see you. And I just gave you a wrench too, my friend. So. Yes. Now, I'm not brave like these guys who'll have music in the background. I used to do that on my other channel, but I had this big playlist of covers and YouTube libraries, music that I had downloaded that I would just play. I still got copyright. I got 2 of them. I was about to get shut down when I shut myself down, so for copyright. Yeah, so yeah. So I'm not always one to follow the rules. Okay, card for Kelly. This is a beautiful card. I love this card. Here you go, Kelly. Choices. Make the best choices. I know you're just getting your channel started and it's fun, it's exciting, it's nerve-wracking. Just know that it's yours. Do with it what you want. I know you have a good plan. You got a good heart and good intentions. And this is telling you to follow those best intentions. Everything is going to be wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Look at this. Grab my trusty. Yeah, okay. She's got the world in her hands. So do you. So do we all. This is a fun card. I love these cards. This artist, the more you look at that dang card, look at that. There's so much in it. And everyone is like that. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Anybody else want a card? This is your chance. You got a reason. Cool. You know what, Stony? We all got that raise. But you know what? We all need to celebrate it because from what I understand, they're even talking about for those of us retired folks who didn't qualify for some of the stimuluses. We're all going to get an extra stimulus check, kind of like the children got, to take care of them because there's people out there that have been, I know I said no politics, but there's people out there that have been having to decide one meal a day or not, and what meal is that going to be? Because that's all the money that they've got. And they're doing half doses on their medications. Give me a break. Why bother? It's not going to work if you don't do it at the proper dose. It's definitely not going to work if you do it at the less, of the proper dose. So, yeah, yeah, cool, Stony. That's cool. Anybody else want a card? As I throw them on the floor. Sorry about that. These cards are big. Well, these are the 2 decks I picked to use today. These are fun to shuffle. These are hard. But I've had them so long they're cupped from, doing it sideways or however. Stony wants a card. Okay. I think I'm going to do that Earthcraft card. Oh, thank you. Kind of wicked, aren't they? Sharp. Ooh. Only thing is if I really put much pressure on them, they'll pop off. I just put them on for Thanksgiving. And I'm shocked they're still there. Actually. They're fun. Well, hello. Hummingbird again. Okay, I know your feeder's empty. They get kind of aggressive sometimes, little poops. Stony. That has been devastating. Oh, wow. Look at that card. You're laughing at the storm, dude. I love it. I love it. You're getting energized by all the yeah, wow. After all you've been through in the last couple of years, dude, getting so sick. I'm about to nail in your mashed potatoes. Oh my god. I'm waiting. It's a good thing I only cook for myself. Oh, you need dreads? Yeah, you need dreads. I want to see dreads on that shiny head of yours, my friend. I love it. But look, the all that energy from the storm is going right into his chest. Right into his chest. And I think about how sick you were and how, look at you now. Yeah. You dancing at that. I love it. You know, I think we all kind of are because we've kind of been through so much. What else you gonna do? You gotta laugh, you gotta cry. I'm gonna laugh. I don't know about you. That's a cool card. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It's actually one of the reasons I bought the deck because he just is in such blissful dancing in the storm, you know? Yeah, lightning is life. It sure is. And so is dancing in the face of a storm because what you gonna do to you got either you gotta laugh at it or you gotta worry about it, fuss about it, because you can't control it. That storm's coming, so you might as well enjoy it. It's kind of me, you know. If it's a bummer, see if there's a way to flip that in your head. That's a cool card. I like that card. It's the cannabis cloud. Hey, yeah. Yes, it's your house for sure, my friend. Oh, I love it. This is fun. So, anybody else got any questions? Because I really, I could have sat down and had this whole big plan. I don't know how many of you. Oh, yes. And for YouTube, here you are. Official. Entertainment purposes only. That means you guys can't hold me to anything. I don't read on politics, children, or third parties. In other words, if you want me to tell you a secret about somebody else, I won't do it. I won't even look there because that's not ethical. Now, if you come to me and you say they gave me permission and I can email them and ask them, I'll do it. Just say, there's just privacy issues. We all we've all lost a lot of that. So yeah, this shirt is got a really big neck in it, but I support my merch in my YouTube channels. This is see if I can get it up here high enough so you can see the logo. My Little Homestead. They're family that specializes in alternative building materials and um, like earth bag homes and that kind of thing. So they're kind of fun to watch. They've been around a long time. I have a couple of their shirts. Yeah, it's the best way I know of to support a channel is to have their merch. Hey, buds, good to see you. Yeah. So yeah. So any of you who want to, you know, have your hey seeker, good to see you too. My goodness. Yeah, you do. I would buy a couple of those Stony Baker MD t-shirts for sure. For those of you who don't know, as part of my medical treatment, medical world, um, I grow and use medical marijuana. And well, my plant is medical grade, but it doesn't come from a dispensary because it comes from my home. It is legal to grow here in Arizona as of this year. Back in November, when they certified Joe Biden as president, uh, it became legal in the state of Arizona to use marijuana recreationally and to grow it, as long as it is grown behind lock and key, out of vision or out of view of the public. So if you grow it outside, it's got to be in a greenhouse that locks, that no one, that's hard to break into. So they pretty much got it tamped down. But hey, so you grow it in a closet in your house. It's pretty much what I do. Um, and that's going to save me a great deal of money because, Medicare, that kind of stuff, insurance on cannabis doesn't happen. I have fibromyalgia, and as a chronic pain patient for over 20 years, it's the only thing, cannabis is the only thing that I have found that really helps. I have had antidepressants. I've been on I won't say the brand names, but I've been on the anti-seizure ones. I've been on opiates. Oh boy, muscle relaxers. And all that did was get me hooked on painkillers. Didn't stop the pain. Made me not care about anything. And so the anti-seizure drugs turned me into probably the meanest bitch you'd ever want to know. And hey, this isn't monetized, so I'm going to go ahead and say whatever. You guys can too. Um, I do have, I talk like a sailor, just to warn you, trucker, sailor. But no, I've been on that road. I'm a breast cancer survivor. Um, 2008, and I almost died of kidney failure in 2010. Unrelated to the cancer, it was anti-seizure medication that I was not seizure, anti-spasm medication that I had been on for 15 years. All of a sudden decided to just build up in my kidneys and they just relaxed and went to sleep and wouldn't work. And woke up in intensive care. Now there's a spiritual event to tell you about. Wow. You last thing you know, you're laying on your bed and there's 5 gorgeous firemen standing around you because your mom called 911 because she couldn't keep you awake. Right. Okay. This is my elderly mother that I'm supposed to be taking care of, mind you. Okay, that's the last thing I remember. And I wake up in intensive care. No firemen around anymore. Yeah, line in my neck because my veins had collapsed. They couldn't even get it started in my IV started in my ankles. It was pretty strange. It was really scary. I do remember them asking me questions, and I knew the answers, but I'll be damned if those answers would not come out of my mouth. Nothing would come out of my mouth. Hey, Ron! Good to see you, my friend. Mm, yeah, yeah, scary. The thing that woke me up though was what was weird. I woke up with literally an explosion. Bam! Really, really loud. That's the spiritual thing. Because lightning, this was in August of 2010. Lightning hit the door frame of the emergency room door that was just below ICU. Knocked out all the computers, the lights, everything. All I know is I woke up. I didn't know where I was. It was really dark, and I could have sworn I heard a really loud bang. It was like, wow. And then the computer started to flicker and come back on, and the generators kicked in. But it was like, you know, it was pretty strange, pretty strange. And then I kind of started to remember that my brain wasn't working right, and that the kidney doctor was chewing me out for even taking the medication I was on. And I was like, yeah, like I'm a pharmacist, I know. You know, apparently it's one that they give people for cerebral palsy because they spasm very badly, and it builds up a crystal, just like antifreeze will do in your pets, and it literally shuts your kidneys down. And that's what happened to me. But it doesn't do it to everybody. It's a side effect. How do you know till it happens? So yeah, 2008 through 2010 was, let's see if we can wake up tomorrow. I got to the point where it was like, oh, I got two miracles today. I opened my right eye and then I opened my left eye. Third miracle was they worked. I could see. And then I had to go to the bathroom, and you know how that goes. But anyway, that's, yeah. Wow, thank God she just put her baby down. Stoney says my aunt got zapped to death by lightning. She had just put down her baby. Yeah, two miracle. Yeah, wow. That's heavy. Really heavy. Um, there goes the old hippie girl. Uh, I'm trying to think. I had a lot of weird things like that in my life. It's not been the easiest life so far. And so I'm just excited for the life that's coming. Anybody want a card? Anybody have a question? Um, this is your time to find out about Katie. Um, yeah. Okay. Of course Ron needs to be a mod. Yes, Ron's a mod. Another one who's hey Ron, please, would you like to come live with me one of these days? I would love to have you join me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, you and I definitely, Stony. Wild children from the Pacific Northwest. Yeah. Oh, no problem, Kelly. Thank you for coming. Ah, yes. Definitely tonight at 6:30, and I won't miss that. I love Adrienne. She's great. Red Lentil Healing. Um, yeah. I can't wait. This is great. This is awesome. Thank you so, so much, Kelly, for stopping by. And I want, you and I got to do this too. So, hi, Janet P. Good to see you too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kind of figured as it got a little bit later for the Pacific, you guys, it'd be more like people's lunch. Like, I know, Janet, you work, huh? So, yeah, I figured it's hard to pick a time, especially when you want to, like, I was listening to Lena Rodriguez Tarot Down Under a while ago with Celtic Sheila. Oh, those two are good together. They're really good. Oh my. And here she's a whole day ahead of us. She's in Melbourne, Australia. So yeah, but I would love to collaborate with everybody. That's okay. So you're okay. So you're what, Central Time? I'm trying to look and see what. Yeah. Okay. You're East Coast. Yep. Yeah, I'm in Phoenix Mountain Time. We get our own time zone. Hi, Faye. Good to see you. Welcome. Hi, Stony Crow. You too. Oh my goodness. I love it. I've got old friends, new friends. All my worlds are together here. This is wonderful. Yeah, 138 Central. This is so cool. Oh, thank you, darling. Thanks. Oh, wow. This is old friend time. It's been a long time. 3 years since I had my other YouTube channel. That was a fun channel. Thought about doing that again, but it just attracts the wrong people. You know what I mean? Yeah, know what I mean? Yeah, we're all here. I love it. This is great. Would someone like me to? Cards. Cards. Someone would like a card? Or you got a yes or no question? We can do with pendulum. Or you got a question you want to know about me? This is midweek mini questions time. I love all those new settings when you go in to go live too, where you can, set it for subscribers only or in the chat. Kind of eliminates a lot of trolls, doesn't it? But also makes it hard for new people to comment. Sometimes new people would really like a question answered, but you got to do what you got to do, right? Woohoo! Someone. Oh, Janet will take a card. Okay. Let's do one of these that I have in my hand. Josephine Wall is the artist. These are the mystical. I don't know why I can never remember the name of these. Mystical Wisdom. I get all these cards. I have a lot of them. And after a while, they all kind of start to swim around in your head. This deck. When I can't, it's my go-to when it's like, I'm not inspired by anyone. Usually I just point and see where Spirit says to go. Because you can feel the vibes. Exactly, Ron. That's why I put it on subs only. 5 minutes, but hey. You had to find me you had to know I was going to do this to come and subscribe, which I warned everybody enough on Instagram. So, that you needed to be a subscriber to chat, to ask the questions. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe it. It's already been 34 minutes. Yeah, I know you do. Actually, it's from you and a few of the other newer readers that I got that from. You want to keep trolls out. You just, in the settings when you go live, click it through to subscribers only, and then there's a setting to so that they can for how long you want them to have been a subscriber for. So if you got troll troubles, that's one way to get them out of there. Okay, Janet P. Ooh. Oh, I love this card. Look at this. Tip it down, Katie. Tip it down a little. It's the Dove card, Janet. It's telling you to take a leap of faith. You're trying to make a decision there that you're toiling with. Sometimes some of the decisions that are coming forward for us right now are, kind of seem like they're got the weight of the world in your hands. Well, some of us kind of do. In the long run, all of our choices together are going to bring about changes. And wow, and the dove and the rainbow. This is such a pretty card. All I can say is, whatever that choice is that you're going to make, you're going to make the right choice, and it's going to work. It's going to work for you. I mean, all that beauty, I see abundance. Even in the fields of green, all the flowers, peace on the earth. Okay, I'll hang out inside this card. I don't know about you guys. Let's just move there. Uh, you want me to put your link in the chat, Spliffy? It's good. It's fun to go to Spliffy's show. Let me get there. I'll be right back. I don't know why I'm doing this in here when I can do it on my phone. It's a lot easier for me to just do it in my phone. It's taking me Bob Dylan, and it's like, no. We just do it this way. Whoa, that's weird to see a notification of yourself. That's, yeah, been a while. Okay. Uh, you know what? There you are. Finally. I don't know why I didn't want to give it to me. That's weird. Here we go. Hi, Sherry. There we go. Sorry. There was an echo in here. Oh, I'm glad you were too. It's good to see you, Sherry. So cool. Yes. So, would you like a card? How about you, Stony Crow? You want a card? Buds? Anybody want a card? Glad to pull a card. Got any questions for me? Like, I don't know. Why is my hair gray? Oh, you, Stony. Okay. Cool. Oh, and Sherry too. Cool beans. I love it. I love it. This is fun. It's a lot more fun than doing the on video and then explain it. Because I can do it live and explain it. That's fun. These are the Earthcraft Oracle cards. And they're flipping flying cards. Hi, Faye. Oh, cool. You want a card too. One Moonchild to another. This weekend's going to be a mother for us, Faye. Between the solar eclipse on Thursday and then new moon too. Yeah. Gonna be fun. Okay. We got ooh. Abundance card. Yeah. Abundance card. This is look at her. She's like got gold in her hair. It's really interesting because yeah. The goddess card for the month of December is Lakshmi on that I pulled this morning. Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess of abundance and financial wealth. This is a double whammy. This is really, 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 really good. No wonder you couldn't get sleep last night. Yeah, you got stuff coming in, girlfriend. You got stuff coming in. In every area, look at all of the color in the feathers in her hair. And yeah, pink hair like you too, lady. Yeah, I love these cards. I just all those yellow discs. Are those like orbs of good fortune? Are those gold coins? Really cool. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. Awesome, Stony. You know, I think we all can use it. Yeah. Okay. Next. Sherry. Would you like, I'll give you a choice, Sherry. Would you like it from the mystical wisdom cards or the earthcraft cards? Yep, it sure does. Well, it's about damn time, don't you think, girlfriend? You've been working awful hard on you. Growing those kids. You know, feed them, fertilize them, grow those kids. Yeah. You have a particular deck that you would like me to use here, Sharon or Sherry? Sorry, I don't know where Sharon came from. Otherwise, Mystical Oracle. That's the one I got in my hand. Josephine Wall Artist. Okay. That's Sherry H. There you go. Paint a purple skull on your bald head. Well, you know, that is where your crown chakra lives, and it's kind of purple. So that's a purple energy center. Not too surprising. Yeah, yeah. And then you can tell all those girls to kiss you on that purple forehead. I have to be careful doing that, huh? Because last time I said that, woo, everybody in chat went crazy. I know some guy was all, that's a sympathy kiss. I won't let no woman give me no sympathy kiss. I was like, ooh, you an incel? I was like, whoa, you never heard that kissing a bald man on the top of the head is good luck? I mean, that's ancient. He was like insulted. I was like, and I'm trying to give you a compliment, dude. Oh, no, woman, no. It's like, okay, well, this old woman, you wouldn't let her kiss you on the head anyway. Oh, it was pretty funny. It was in Stony Baker's live stream. He's going, what's going on? Oh, Sherry. Okay. Sherry. Woo. Ooh. That one I have to say I got to keep that because it jumped out and landed perfectly in my lap. And it's beautiful too. There's a lot of transformation in these cards, you guys. Almost every single card I've pulled has had a butterfly in it today. See if I can hold on to the card. You need to let go of something? Huh, Sherry? Because it's telling you to let go. It's a part of the transformation you're looking for. That thing you got to let go of. Is it your job, maybe? Yeah. I understand that. Oh. Oh, I see. You know what? I tell myself to get out of that fear. Down that rabbit hole of fear. That's just my ego telling me a lie. Everything's going to be fine. And this is coming from someone who has had a lot of reasons in the past to not believe that everything is going to be fine. Yeah. Just all you can do is a little bit every day, one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. It's hard. And making a major change, especially one inside yourself. First of all, congratulations that you saw that you needed to make that change. That's 3/4 of the battle. That's the number one biggest step in the process. The other thing is, sweetheart, it is a process and it takes its own time. It's not going to happen in your time or anybody else's time. All of a sudden, you'll just kind of wake up and go, oh, I get it. And all of these puzzle pieces that you've been juggling that didn't really quite fit will all of a sudden start to do this. And I can tell you, as far as card reading goes, reading on YouTube, this is a first for me. I was terrified last night. I mean, like, last thing I wanted to do was watch any card readers last night because it was like reminding me what I was going to do and I wasn't going to sleep. And it was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then finally, I was ready an hour before. I sat on my bed and I put music in my earbuds that was very calming, Native American flute and piano music. And sat down in this chair, and from here I can see the sky. It's a big window I'm sitting in front of. It's like 52 by 100 and something. Great big picture window. And I can see a lot of blue sky. So I just sat here and listened to the music and lit some, sage and some Palo Santo, held on to my selenite and calmed down and started to hear that. What are you worried about? You've done live streams. You've done a 5-hour live stream, girl. This shouldn't scare you. They're people. They're here because they like you to begin with. So what are you worried about? They're there because they want to be there. They chose you. That's why they're there. Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. We'll talk. We'll talk through you. So that's all I do with cards. Just open up and I'm not talking necessarily. So that's the best advice I can give you. That's the best advice I can give anybody starting a new YouTube channel. Um, you're afraid of judgment. And let me tell you, you're not coming into this the master. No one expects you to be, you know? Well, good Lord. I mean, who's the master at this anymore? I can remember back in the 80s when we had Miss Cleo and Sylvia Brown and all these, you know, well, James Van Prague is still on YouTube. Uh, all these psychic medium readers and stuff. And I used to think, those people, they got to be putting that on. That's carnival stuff. That's before I knew what was going on in me. So, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Harley. Good to see ya. Yeah. So that's, you have, I can't say I had a near death experience, but when you're in ICU and you don't know you're in ICU and lightning hits the damned emergency room door below you and it brings you out of your unconsciousness. Hello. Wake the hell up. There's a lot more going on around here than your ego and judgment, girlfriend. And yeah. So every time I find myself going down that fear path or that uh, not finding compassion in people that I don't agree with, you know, here's the thing I do is I look at him as a child. We all started out as a little kid, totally innocent. Our tapes were free and empty for us to make. But all these other influences were imprinted on those tapes. So half of our adult life is spent learning what was something that you really believed in or something that was one of those put on you from someone else, parents, someone you really admired. I'm the forever student. Okay, I like college. So I've had college professors that, were one of my dad's best friend was a PhD who spoke 7 languages. Um, He was a zoologist. Had a little parasite named after him that he discovered inside of a fish in a creek at Crater Lake Lodge or Crater Lake National Park. So, um, I've known a lot of different kinds of people in my life, from serious bikers to serious academics. And you know what? We're all the same. Doesn't matter you got a lot of education, whether it's your environment, um, and how you react versus act to that environment. So, okay, there was one. Who else was I supposed to be doing a card for? I agree, Faye. Every day on terra firma is another day to get it right. That's back to my wake up with two miracles every day. Left eye open, right eye open. I can see. I can tackle this day, you know? So, who else was Faye? You need a card. You need a card. Would you like? Hi, Shonda. Good to see you. My goodness. Card from Spirit. Okay. I'm thinking Earthcraft for you. Okay. Yeah, I can get on all kinds of soapboxes. Oh. Cool. We're coming up on an hour already. This is great. I love it. Thank you all for being here. You have no idea how much I appreciate this. This is fun. Getting to know you. You get to know. Ouch! Kick the table. Get to know you. Get to know me. As I beat myself up, throwing cards all over the floor. I don't know if you can hear the sounds of outside or not. There's birds and fountain and cars. But cars are a block away, believe it or not. I'm very blessed where I live. I live in the center of town, but I have almost a quarter of an acre of size lot. So my yard's huge, and because of my fibromyalgia, I can't keep up with the yard. So I pretty much kind of let the desert take it back. And in doing that, the wildlife that came with it, oh my goodness. While I was sitting and waiting to go live, looking up at the sky, red-tailed hawk flies over. He's been hanging. I got a couple dead trees he's been hanging out in, and owls. And my next door neighbor, though, last month, this is kind of scary. Saw a mountain lion 2 streets over. That's not cool. That's really scary. And he was in his car and he was showing me how tall it was. I'm like, are you sure that wasn't a bobcat? Because we got bobcats. But no. Said it had a really long tail. I'm like, okie dokie. So yeah, he immediately stopped and told the guy that the cat was going down between these houses, and he immediately stopped, saw a guy outside, immediately stopped, saw the guy and told the guy, there's a cougar going down your side of your house. I think I'd go inside if I were you. And the guy says, I wonder why my dogs were going crazy. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. I wonder why my dogs are going crazy. I mean, I'm in a city of 2 million people. And there's a bobcat in the middle of town. We have these, you guys, I guess, we call them drainage ditches. We call them washes because when it rains, that's what the water does. Washes through. And they're deadly. I mean, take your car, everything, they're deadly. Well, when it's not raining, those are our wildlife freeways. So the animals from the mountains and out in the desert come into town through those washes. So it kind of makes it interesting living here in Tucson. Oh, blown hot water heater. Yes, I read Stony, believe it or not. Like Spliffy, I read Stony. I love it. Hot water heater blown. Yeah. Oh no. That's not good, dude. Thank you, Stony. Love you too. Okay. Faye, what is the message for you from Spirit? Oh my God. See if we can get this where you can read what it says. Rise, Faye. See the cracks in her body? I love this card. We've got cracks. We're broken. Everybody's broken in some way or form or another from our past traumas as children, as adults, whatever. When you rise in your strength, those cracks is where the light shines out the brightest. So rise and shine, my friend. Wow, and a 22 card. I wish I could remember what all the double number cards are. Yeah, I got goosebumps, girlfriend. Whatever's going on with you, you're strong. You know you are. I know you've had some family shit going on. Rise, girlfriend, rise. Find your strength in those cracks. You know, the Japanese, I forget what they call it, but they have their porcelain, you know, it's very valuable. They have a bowl or something that breaks. They patch it with 24 karat gold because it is that crack that makes that piece most valuable. Not in the perfection of the original new piece, but the break in the dish, in the bowl. Shine out those cracks. Whew. That's awesome card. Yeah. My goodness. You brought all kinds of emotions to me too. Wow. Shonda, you want a card? I'll give you a card too. Do you want one from there? I'm really feeling these Earthcraft ones right at the moment. Yeah, wow. Wow. Yeah, Spliffy, we read Stony. You guys, Stony is a caregiver for patients, chronic pain patients and stuff in the state of Washington. He's a licensed grower. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I've got goosebumps. It's making my mascara run, girlfriend. Tears to my eyes. Wow. Yeah. Okay, Shonda. I'm going to keep this one too. It's kind of on the same vein. The spirit of the South. Look at all the fire in this card. Yeah, and actually her tattoo, that tattoo right there, it's the symbol of fire. And it's interesting, I love it. How often do you see when, like, you're around a campfire, or even on watching fire in a fireplace, and How often do you see that? Pointing on the back of the card. How often do you see the flame like go into a little spiral? Or the smoke, or the flame does it and then it becomes the smoke. And I love it too because these flames are kind of heart shaped. So there's a lot of passion in this card. Hmm. And it's all illuminated in the sun. You know, that's the people of the South. Such good people. Just, I think we all, those of us who are really heart centered, I think that's what this card is saying, need to focus on our hearts and the fact that no matter who these people are, whether we agree or disagree with them, religiously, politically, culturally, whatever, their hearts, they have a heart. They hurt just like you do. They have fears just like you do. And, well, maybe we need to start talking to each other with our hearts and not so much our brains and our logic and our that doesn't make sense and our judgment and our ego. What is American? What are we best known for as Americans around the world? The American ego. Whoo! Yeah, kind of our ego kind of been getting slapped around lately. So I'm seeing in this card, you come with an open hand to your passions and the warmth and the clarity of the sun will set you free. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, are you, is it work related or is it either way? I think you live in the South, don't you, Shonda? As I recall, like I live in the South. It's warmer here. Well, shoot, here, I don't know what the weather is here. Rains all summer and then it's warm all winter. We don't know what's going on in Tucson anymore. Anyway, yeah, I'm seeing go with your palms up, your hands open, clarity and the knowledge that you're coming at this with the right intentions from your heart open. And it's your passion. Do it. Go for it. Do it. You're in Oregon. I used to live in Klamath Falls, Shonda. For 21 years, I lived in Klamath County. Now, back in those days, I'm not so sure I was always real quick to admit that because most of Oregon is, you know, on the west side of the Cascades. And yeah, it's interesting. Your family's from the South. Yeah. See, I grew up in Oregon. I came here because my father, when he retired, my mother and father wanted to retire here. Obviously, they didn't want to deal with the weather up there. So I didn't want to be 1,200 miles away from them if they needed help. So I followed them down here. That was 37 years ago. Both my parents have been gone now. Oh, my father passed away in 2004 and my mom at 97 in 2016. So, no, sorry, 2017. So, yeah, I didn't intend on staying here this long. I'm a girl from the mountains and here I am in the desert. So, the heat is Well, I'm glad you liked that. I hope it resonated with you. It was, you got a passion calling at you. I think that card's saying you should listen. Um, let me tell you, if Spirit really wants you to do it and you don't listen, Spirit has a way of making you hear it. Uh, I fought this for doing YouTube at all, coming back to YouTube at all. I was like, all the last year, Spirit kept saying, I want people need you. We've got messages for you to give. We need you to go back on YouTube. And I was like, no, please don't make me do that, please. Because I had a really bad experience in the end. Thank you, Sherry, for coming. Thank you so much. Well, yeah, I'm not afraid of going live. I'm kind of I'm an extroverted introvert. Does that make any sense to you? I'm a very quiet person, but you put me on camera, you put me at a podium, and I click into this. I'm a Gemini rising, so hey. I'm an Aquarius with a Gemini rising and a Leo moon. So I like to talk, and I'm an airhead big time. 3 times over big time. So, yeah. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. I am so glad you guys came. Um, this is so cool. Um, I can't remember what I was saying. It's okay. It's cool. Obviously, it wasn't important. You're an Aquarius too, Ron? You know, you and I have a lot in common. A lot in common. We should get together and chat, my friend. Our childhoods are very similar. Very, very similar. Um, if I wanted to run away, there was nowhere to go because I was in a national park. It's like 60 miles to the nearest town. What am I going to do? Go hide in the woods where there's bear and Bigfoot and stuff? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Cool. Yeah, and yeah, I would love to open it up for people to come into a panel with me. Um, I was messing around on StreamYard earlier and I was sitting there live and it wouldn't go anywhere, wouldn't go anywhere, and I couldn't figure out why. And I had it still set for uh not private. Anyway, the other setting where you didn't know I was trying to go live. So I was like, oh screw this. I can do this through YouTube. I've done that 1,000 times. So oh, you know what though? Uh I am so in tune with the moon and because of the water. I'm the water bearer, girl. Um, water has a huge effect on me. As a matter of fact, Jen Lynn's world, and she's talking about, the Palladians and the Ashurians and Atlanteans and all that. I discovered by just listening to her, have never lived anywhere that wasn't within a day's drive from the ocean. Even here in Tucson, I can go to Rocky Point, Mexico in a day. That's, the Gulf, California. So I'm thinking, maybe that's where I came from. Maybe that's where you know what I'm saying? My DNA originated from is that side, that ocean, not Atlantis, the Pacific. Hi, Cat Shepherd. Yes. Oh, I love crescent moons. You know what I like? I like it when it's just the thin little, like this. It's about as thick as your fingernail. Barely any light coming from it. Oh, Faye. I almost moved to Tombstone one time. There was a Circle K for sale. My ex-husband was a mechanic, and there was a Circle K and a Y in the road. I mean, highway goes this way goes into town. It was right in the middle of the Y. It was for sale, and we almost bought it. And then he, at the last minute, decided he didn't want to live that far away from his friends here in Tucson. That's not even an hour away. Yeah, the fingernail moon. That's one of my favorites. Yeah. So, hey, we didn't buy it, and I've kicked myself in the butt ever since because I love that area. Hot, desolate, but there's something there. Um, we don't have to go very far to get in the mountains because the mountains aren't even 10 miles away. So you can cool off really quick. And it's a small town. I'm a small town girl. I grew up in national parks. I went to a one-room school as a child. 6 grades in one room. One teacher for all 6th grades. There was 3 of us in the 3rd grade. That's pretty remote. I'm told people that, and they're like, "Oh, come on, what's that, Little House on the Prairie days?" And I'm like, "No, National Park Service, living at 8,000 feet in the mountains." So, yeah. Um, so I'm used to doing education on my own. So when it came time to get my master's, I did it online. And, yeah, I think you've heard me say, I don't know, interviews and stuff I've done recently, that I have a master's of fine arts in creative writing for entertainment. I'm trained as a script writer. However, the only reason I went to get that was because I want to write novels. And if one of my novels sells to a movie company, movie studio, I'm writing that script. That's my story. So I was like, okay, well, alrighty. Not like that degree would make them do anything different, but I also thought that I could teach, like a community college and that kind of thing. So I'm thinking about actually doing some teaching, uh, things like how to develop a character, um, even for short story, that kind of thing for you guys. Thought maybe something that's a little bit different, that can be as spiritual as you want it to be, or not spiritual at all if you don't want it to be. Um, Something to take your mind off of your troubles and maybe create your own world. Um, as a writer, that's my favorite thing to do. And I had to do that because before that, my bachelor's degree was in computers, business information systems. And no, I do not give free pointers on YouTube and that kind of thing because, first off, is over 20 years ago. Second of all, um, as soon as I would give someone a pointer, that's when it would not be the right one, because the algorithm changes all the time. So I always recommend different YouTube channels for people who are starting out, like Think Media, and there's an attorney, Ian Corzine. He tells you words you be careful, don't even say on YouTube, because you can lose your Google account if you even say those words on YouTube. But I see people say those words and nothing happens. It's just kind of weird. Thank you so much, Chandra, for coming. I don't know. Chandra rhymes. Thank you. I love you. See you in the chats. So good to see you. Cat Shepherd, would you like a card? My friend, would you like a card, dear girl? My fellow cat lover. Yeah, we've an hour and 19 minutes, you guys. I'm impressed. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love it. 13 thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Card. Let's see. Card for cat shepherd. Card for cat. We'll do like the queen does when she flattens it out and then does this. This one right here. Come here. Won't come out of the deck. There. Oh, that's interesting for a cat person. Do you ever feel like you've been thrown to the wolves, girlfriend? Because if you're like me, you throw me to the wolves, I'll just take over the pack. Wow, whatever's holding you back, don't pay any attention to it. You're a wolf. Awesome. Is that your power animal, cat? I love it. Look at that card. Isn't that a pretty card? It's a 6 card, too. I'm learning numerology, so, yeah. There's so much to learn. You know, I know from chatting with you over the last 2 years, especially like in Black and Orange's channel, you are a person of a lot of depth, Cat Shepherd. Your knowledge it blows me away. And all I can think of is that you need to have a channel, girlfriend. But I realize not everybody wants to do this. It's not for everybody. It really wasn't for me either for a while there. The spirit wouldn't let me not do it, so I was actually losing sleep over it, dreaming about it. So if you're going to do it in your dreams, you might as well go ahead and do it in your life. But yeah. There's that wolf spirit. Wow. That sounds incredible. Ooh. Flat iron steak for Christmas dinner? Mm-hmm. Ah, I gotcha. Hey, Renaissance critter. That's me. I'm an artist. I'm a writer. I'm a computer geek. It's like, yeah, I use both sides of my brain all the time. I'm a center brain girl, really. So I use both sides of my brain in both. So yeah, it's hard to figure it out. I want to do Patreon, but what do I offer people? Card readings? I can offer writing classes. I can offer art classes because I'm definitely an artist. So yeah, a maker channel, a writing channel, cooking channel, travel channel. You know what you do? You do a vlog, and then you do all of that. There you go. That's it. That's running with the wolves, girlfriend. You do a vlog. Hey, this is what I'm doing today. This is what's in the works. for whatever. I'm going on this trip. We're going to take this road, but you tell people, you put it up a month after you've already done the trip. So you don't have people following you. You are cool. Cause I've thought about, like having several tiers. Um, if you want to do the cards, um, I was thinking like starting it at like $3 or whatever their minimum is. I think they don't really care what you can make your minimum be 50 cents. They just recommend $3. That's so that they can make more money, but I know how that goes. But those guys over there at Patreon, they said it started Patreon for the right reasons. And they really expanded it when YouTube had their Admageddon a few years ago, where YouTube just really got really bad with the ads. And a lot of people left YouTube over that. I mean, I know that's about when I really first started YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2011, guys, off and on. So, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for being here. It's time, I think, to shut this down, and I will, DP Schaefer. I will, Kat. Cool. Yeah, I have one novel that I've started that is now going to be a trilogy. So I put that one aside for a while. And then I've got this one that I'm still working on. It's Twin Flames. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's about twin flame romance because I'm a romance writer, but I am not a Harlequin romance writer. I'm an adult contemporary romance writer. So there's a little bit more of an adult erotic twist. Anyway, I love you guys. I thank you so much. I'm going to shut this down, and thank you for coming. And we'll do it again next week. So fun. I have Saturday Solutions coming up Saturday. 1 o'clock every Saturday, where I come give you a reading on, the crap we're dealing with or where we're at. What is our current situation, even if it's just culturally? And what are our dreams for the month, the week, the whatever? And then we look at the roadmap on how to get from where we're at to those dreams. So I love you too, Kat. Thank you so much, you guys. Me too. Me too. I need someone to like handcuff me to my computer. But then if I do that, then I just watch YouTube all day. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so, so much for being here. It means everything to me. And thanks for all the thumbs up too. 13 of them. I love it. Thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe, hit that bell and ring it loud so that you'll get a notification if YouTube decides to give you a notification, and you'll know when I'm back. Love you. Thank you, you guys. Mwah. See you.